Hey everyone, this is Greg. Welcome back to Geek Cheese, and today I'm going to start playing Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born. So this game is very, well, it's in the same vein, I guess, as Thimbleweed Park. It's a pixelated point-and-click detective kind of adventure. Takes place in the 80s, and Kathy Rain is the protagonist, and she's kind of like a Joan Jett type, I guess. She's kind of like uh, a punk rock kind of girl. Um, and yeah, so this should be an interesting game to play. I popped in for like 2 seconds one day just to see like what it was like and how it would go. So far, I have not done anything, so this is going to be completely new as I click new game right now.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
Interesting.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So,
I
I was
love the
browsing through the
contrast.
used book ads in the paper when I.
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but
Wait, hear me out. So, I noticed this article
This girl's like
about a
very
war
godly.
veteran from
It's
Conwell
hilarious.
Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and
oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
and get this. His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it. I knew you'd know him.
Oh, geez. Oh, I don't even know what to say here.
I haven't seen him since I was a kid. A lifetime ago. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen.
That's
Seriously.
creepy,
I just couldn't
Eileen.
help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Immediately, just like I think it's hilarious. There's like crucifixes and crosses and on this girl's side of the room, the dorm room, which I think I'm guessing is a dorm room.
Oh, God, make it stop. Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look around here a little bit. What's this?
That
poster?
movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Oh, wait a minute. So this takes place during the 90s, I guess, because that's Titanic then. Oh, I thought this took place during the 80s. Interesting. So it went from an 80s point-and-click detective adventure to a 90s. Let's look at the computer.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Think about computer.
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one.
Okay.
A computer, that is. Not a geek.
Okay. So,
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies. Pulp Fiction. Love that flick. Just some random band poster.
interesting. Okay, so,
Messy. Just the way I like it.
let's see what's in here. Should we use use the
I can
closet?
certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's
Oh, it's
clothes,
her
but
closet.
seriously, I've got better things to do.
So, trying to see if there's anything else that we can click on around here. Phone. Maybe we could use that. Posters. There's a mirror.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check. We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Alright, Kathy Rain's a little destructive. Let's see. Let's, use the phone? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Procrastinator, just because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna use the door here. Head out. Of course she rides a chopper. So... my dog is laying on top of me, he's being weird. So I guess this is our cutscene to the cemetery. I can't believe she rides a chopper, that's hilarious.
Well, here we are.
Alright, well let's...
God. Does anyone object?
Wait, what?
Guess not. Dead people rule.
Oh, she's gonna light a cigarette.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Alright, well let's walk this way, I imagine. Rice. Oh, here's the funeral.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us.
My
To
dog's
him
being
be glory
ridiculous.
forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Grandma? Is that her grandma?
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anne? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then.
Interesting.
I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Conwell Springs. Interesting. Mitchell. Elizabeth Parker. Just interested in looking at some of the stuff. I'm sure it means nothing right now.
A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Should I enter it?
No reason to go in there.
Okay.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
That's pretty fun.
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Oh, jeez.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Interesting. So the mechanics are a little different than Thimbleweed Park.
Grandma,
It's still kind of a
anybody home?
point and click kind of thing, but it's just different. Like that, for example, is a little more. They just give it to you, where in Thimbleweed Park you had to open the door and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure you kind of get into that a little bit, but right off the bat, it's a little different mechanics. Let's look at some stuff. This horse.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently. A small table lamp. These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Can I pick it up?
I don't have anything to search for yet.
Alright, never mind then.
A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Interesting. Some interesting stuff here. Alright, so let's go look at these coats.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
I don't want to go upstairs yet. I want to go in here.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
The rabbit ears. Love it.
So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my 2nd year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as
Oh my
much.
gosh, my dog.
He
My legs are
disappeared
falling
without a
asleep because of my
trace.
dog.
No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
What? Okay, so Sharon is someone that was admitted to an institution. Okay, well, let's avoid that subject for now.
Mom's good. Yeah, she's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah,
It's
about
interesting that
that.
everybody's calling
I'm sorry
everybody
I
by like
didn't visit sooner,
different names
Grandma.
and stuff.
Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
Accident.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day.
August 1981.
August 16th, 1981. It was the
Hi,
middle
dog.
of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door.
Sheriff Truman.
He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first.
Nod to
All
Twin
dirty
Peaks.
and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Huh. Interesting. Incident in 81. Okay, so that is in our notebook. Whoa, okay, so what we have in our pack too, so we have our notebook, which I guess is where we're going to have all our like little things to ask people about. Our stun gun, our Zippo lighter, pack of cigarettes, and a church brochure.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair.
Huh.
When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons.
Chasing old demons.
Must have had something to do with the war.
Huh. Yeah,
Maybe it
that's-
was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it.
My dog's
whatever it
straight up
was.
leaning back on me.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they
okay.
call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection.
Grandma's
It's
pretty upset.
all a load of tripe. I had an
cat.
MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch. But the result was
Hi,
the
Cooper.
same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
Okay, we just really
And
upset.
this injury just
Grandma here.
happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said
It's okay.
they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing.
Sounds like Sheriff
He
Truman
later
is
said
kind of
that he
a
was sorry, but
character
that
we're
he
gonna
was
have to talk to.
forced to close the case.
You know,
was
I could
forced to
try to
close the
find out
case.
more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
hi dog.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
I hope you guys can see my dog in the way he looks right now.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
All right, well, yeah. So I'm actually gonna leave it there for our first episode of Kathy Rain. because I think my dog either needs to go OUT, and I can't say the word out loud because it will start freaking out, or he's just being a gremlin of some type. So you'll leave it there. So next time we'll go investigate or talk to Sheriff Truman, and we'll figure out what's going on here with Grandma and with Grandpa Joseph, which is interesting because my grandfather was also named Joseph, and he was also in the war, which is really interesting. So anyway, yeah, I will catch you guys next time for another episode of Kathy Rain, and yeah, come on back to Geek Cheese for some more games and all types of stuff. And don't forget to check out our Twitch. It's twitch.tv/geekcheese, and there we do our live streaming, and actually that's where you'll find the rest of our Thimbleweed Park live stream as we finished out that game. So yeah, and we'll be doing some more live streaming stuff coming up. And also check out the Slice. It's where we're going to be doing some of our reviews and other types of things. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.